Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Weng. I'm a revert. I came to Islam in 2003 when I was 40 years old. 40 years old. And yes, originally from Malaysia, but I live in New Zealand since 1988. Before I came to Islam, I was a Buddhist, or Buddhist/Taoist. That's pretty common for the Chinese community in Malaysia. And I came to Islam in New Zealand. There was a journey to come to Islam was quite an interesting one for me, because when I was living in New Zealand, I used to do a lot of things that's not Islamic, and I get to the point that I was not too happy with my life. And so that's a turning point when I discovered Islam after reading some books and Quranic books and some Quranic lectures, and my wife, which is my wife now, but we used to have discussions, some heated or some discussions on the 9/11, and that's how we come to agreement that Islam is not really, what's happening around the world is not really Islamic. The things that happen in the Muslim world is not really, it's really not fair to the Muslims. And yeah, since then I started to do lots of reading and came to Islam and decided to take my Shahada in 2003 in Kilburnie Masjid. And since then, my life has gone to the better. And we have a big community here in Wellington, and I have a big family now of over 2 billion people, of Muslims, brothers and sisters. And yeah, I went to Hajj in 2013 with my wife, and it was an eye-opening event and journey which made me feel stronger and love Islam more and more as time goes by, and started to learn more about Quran and go deeper meaning into it rather than just reading it, but get a better understanding, which is good thing. There's quite a few medias outside you can material you can find out, and yeah, I'm now have quite happily living my life as a Muslim. It's a blueprint for how you want to go to hereafter from this world. So it's a very calming thing that you do 5 times prayers a day, which is initially I find it very hard, but as time goes by and it's become easier and easier, it become like automatic switch. You wake up in the morning, you pray, and then you do some reading and go to work, and come in the afternoon, lunchtime, you go to pray with my brothers. And yeah, Islam has been in my life. It's part of my life now. I kind of love it, especially after coming back from the Hajj is something that I would recommend everyone every Muslim to at least go there once in their lifetime. And what else? Yes, the fasting is not that hard. Initially, I thought it was. When I first came to Islam, I told my wife I can do most of the stuff except fasting, but I said I can't do without drinking water. But then I did it without drinking water for the 12 hours of fasting, 10 to 12 hours of fasting, which is Alhamdulillah, which is quite good. Allah made it easy for me. And yes, I think that'll be all. Thank you. Sorry.